Hello babe. Right, I want to make an apology at the beginning of this because it wasn't until I got to the job centre I realised I hadn't actually pressed the record button. So here's me driving all the way, talking away to myself. Hello nurse. And I didn't even record myself. How silly is that? Anyway, here we go out the job centre, and I'll take you a bit around Newport before I go home. I'm going to save a bit of fuel for dropping maybe over to Heather's later for babysitting while they go out with Right, I'm going to turn right now onto Staples Road, which is in Newport. Castle's kind of let me out, most excellent. Right, going down here. Normally when I come to Newport, you see, I change into lane. I normally come from that road on the right, which you can't quite see, but I normally come down from there. And this may be familiar to you. I'm at that big roundabout thing where it says Yarmouth and blah blah. What I'll do is I'll just take you a quick trip around the town centre before returning back home. Oh, when are these bloody lights? These lights are funny because just past these lights is a pedestrian crossing, which is usually bloody red for some reason, which means people crawl and then stop and these lights change before you get a chance to actually get through them, which is a total balls ache. Okay. Ooh, I'm through. Right. In front of us we have a the William Copy, a Witherspoons pub. Just behind me is actually the car park too, and there's a big linkway, a walkway bridge type of leading you into it. As I turn around the island in a minute, once the lights are back in my favour, you'll see a load of rubble. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there, to be quite truthful. I'm not quite sure what's going to be built in its place. But anywho, here we go. As I travel up here, and don't ask me for names of roads because I have no bloody clue. On the left I have the cinema and KFC and Staples and Macklin's, and as I go up here I'm just passing the fire station, which is on the right hand side. I know you can't see this because the camera's facing forward, which is kind of a bit of a shame, but there you go. I can't really do much about that while I'm driving. Samaritans on the right, and ATS Euromaster Tyre Centre on the right also. And on the left I'm just passing Morrison's, and on the right some kind of card and event shop. Right, let's wait for these lights. Now I've got a decision to make now. Do I do a right or do I do a left? Anyway, we'll see when I get to the top there. I hate waiting for lights. It's a minor bugbear, I must admit, an evil necessity. I woke up this morning feeling absolutely fine. Yeah, he's a bit tired, I must admit. Right, here we go. On the left there is some public conveniences. Well, yeah. Thank you, car, much appreciated for that. On the right is Readers Interiors, Iceland, Peacocks. Basically where I walked down the other day and showed you is where I'm going. I'm heading towards McDonald's and the George Inn. I've decided to do a left here. Right. on the left, and I got Oxfam and all that. Anyway, we're going down one of the little high streets here. You've got chippies and these coffee shops, hairdressers, Chinese. I didn't even know there was Chinese there. Miss Tea Snacks. There are 100 places here where you can have something to eat. Very nice. Right, now I'm going to turn right here, because if I carry straight on and follow it round, it leads me straight back to Morrison's, which is not ideal. So I'll go down here, which is a bit residential and boring, etc, etc. Well, we do have building maintenance there, but yeah. And a Dewsons. And apparently there's a carnival a week tomorrow here. Well, I'm hoping the weather's good, because if it is, I am going to be down here, girl, and videotaping that for you. Oh, yes indeedy. Right, videotape. Since when have we used videotape? Anyway, going down past the... what used to be. Anyway, down Laundry Lane. Actually, I can't remember the name of this road. I am useless for naming roads, I really am, you know. Right, left is Caddisbrook. Caddisbrook, also home to the castle. I can't actually have the fuel to get up there today, but I will take you there. And the castle is where they held James the First, I believe. There we go. James the First, before he was beheaded. He was in prison there for quite a while. Okay, that's my history over with, because I'm travelling back down now towards the high street. CCTV, Newport, blah blah blah, W naughty boys and all that. Right, just passing the music centre, which for keyboards, guitars, that kind of idea. Pubs, Baptist Church, Spectacle Maker. Spectacles. I'll drink some here. And on the left I've got Discount Superboys. It's a furniture shop. It's, how can I put? Discount furniture, lounge, dining suite, bed, mattresses, that kind of thing. 50% off. They've been closing down since, I don't know, since I've been here. We've also got RGP games for Warhammer. Oh shit, I can't remember the name of that game. But anyway, it's a strategy game, board game, rather than... We have Mencap, toys, models and gifts, Pain Stretcher, the print shop, Westwood Eye Care, Bath Travel, Bath? Nowhere near Bath. Really nice motorcycle there. Thompson's Game, which is actually closed down now. We've still got Game Station here though. HMV, Thompson's, Poundland Card Factory. Ah, Card Factory. Cool. I can get this card from there. I forgot we had one of those there. Thornton's, Burton's, WH Smith, British Home Stores, or BHS, Clark's, Vodafone, blah blah, JD's. Now at the end of here, I am not allowed to turn right. If I could turn right, it would be towards McDonald's, and there's banks and so on and so forth, and Waterstones. Yeah, I'm hoping I'm making this interesting for you, because it's not that I'm self-conscious, it's just I don't know if I'm making it interesting enough for you, or even if I'm speaking slow enough even. It's another grey day here, but at least it isn't raining, which means the window wipers and that aren't getting in the way. And before I turn off the camera, I've got to remind myself to get out of the car so you can actually see me. Okay, we've got Accessorise and Monsoons, and there's also a Top Shop down that road, Mountain Warehouse, Cheltenham Gloucester Banks, as I said, Holland Barrett, Clinton Cards, Stead and Simpson, don't know what they do. Oh, Ladies Accessories, Boots, of course, Superdrug, Spa, Laura Ashley's. That's my phone vibrating, probably got something off Facebook again. O2 Shops. Now I'm going down towards the police station now and the council services. Anything I've used? Yates. That is not a bad place to have a meal actually. It's quite nice in there. Got trash recycle, the hogshead on the other side, and going down towards the council there. Right, I need the middle lane so I can hit the right lane to go home. On the left I've got the Isle of Wight council services, and on the other side of the road is community services to do with the housing, and a couple of Victorian houses. Next door to that is the old bill office, and then we've got Chinese herbs and so on and so forth. What I'm going to do actually at this roundabout is turn left and take you towards Lidl and Sainsbury's, but I'm not actually going to show you Sainsbury's yet because it's slightly out of my way, which is okay, which is fine in itself. But 3 days before they go red. Oh yeah, I'm king. Out the way, old man, don't want to run you down. Going towards Newport Harbour. Now I've never been to Newport Harbour. I know there's boats there and so on and so forth, but I've never actually been there, I don't think. Anyway, going up, and you can probably see, or not, I'm not quite sure because I'm not looking at the phone, that the sign for Courage is on the right hand side. So I'm going to do a left there. This takes me down towards a little. Now if I turn left there, it takes me to basically where I've just been, so I'm not going to do that. So we have Lidl there. I'm going to take you to that trading estate where I said there was car showrooms and stuff, so I'll do it right here. And instead of turning right like I did yesterday, I'm going to do a left. There we go. And we've got Doom Mill. I know it's a national shop, but oops, didn't catch that. And then we got Premier Ford, which is where my car gets serviced and so on. Citroen, Halford's Auto Centre. Brewers, not Brewers it is, Websarns Homes, Johnson's Decorating Centre, which is where I got the paint from to do my living room at the time. Town and Country Quality, First Stop Layer Floor, and we have a Royal Mail sourcing office, the main one for the island I believe. Although there is another one in Ryde that I know of because I had to collect a parcel from there when I first come to the Isle of Wight. Friends of the Animals, and we've got the Earlman's Button Hospice, which is a hospice on the island. They have a big showroom there. Right, we're at the end of the trading estate, and if I go straight on there is literally fuck all to see, nothing to see. Oh, we have a NatWest Bank and Boywise electrical store, just furniture, basically everything, and it fits on the left. Oh, and on the right we're doing a food service. I didn't see that first time round. Right, let's go back down here and get home. It's already 17 miles, that's 37, I've got to do some maths. I should have enough, hopefully, by the time we get home that I can take thingy to Evans. If not, I'll borrow some money until Wednesday I'll pay her when I'll see her. She won't mind giving me a £5 fuel. Anyhow, and don't you worry about that either. Seriously, it's not an issue. I know she'll give me a £5 fuel, and I'll give it her back, as I said, Wednesday. Anywho, we've got Wakes Retail Park rather, and there we have PC World and Pets at Home Curries, and I can't remember if there's anything else around the side. I don't think there is because as I come over that bridge earlier, so I'm going to just let the lady across. The sign was there, wasn't it? I'm sorry if I seem a bit hesitant in my speech. My brain still hasn't kicked in today. I don't think I had enough cups of tea. That's what it is, not enough hot drinks. I went to a vacuum with you. In fact, I will ask you whether you enjoyed Supernatural last night, or did you fall asleep during it, or did you actually... Damn it! Always let me out anyway. Oh, thank you. Cheers, bud. enjoy Enigma. That's right, I do like Enigma. I used to have all their albums, but I am not completely convinced I still have them. This is actually a bridge over the harbour. A couple of boats down there, which is rather nice, but I don't know quite how to get down here. But I have to filter left there because I'm going to East Kells and ride. Now, you've been down here before, and this leads me onto, I think it's called Farley Road, or Fairley Road, F-A-I-R-L-E-Y. There we go. Going down here, I don't know if there's anything worth noting down here. There is a garage down here, a Tesco one. The fuel is 10p a litre more expensive than Sainsbury's or Morrison's, and also their van hire is expensive as well, as I found out once. Plus I wanted 200 quid deposit. Yeah, right, go. Anyway, going down, there's some legit amenities down here. Tennis courts, football, skate park, cricket bowls, and a hard play area. And right inside is, oh, and there's also a bus museum, which I haven't seen yet. I must take a trip down here. I do like my automotive business. And a car with the boot open. There you go. Coming down towards Medina College now. Secondary school or high school. We're old enough to call it a secondary school. And there's a legislative and theatre there, I forgot about that, of course. And it's also where the entrance was for the Isle of Wight festival that was here a couple of weeks back in Arboretum and so on. I've been down and seen the school with Damien, but I found out it's the wrong bloody college I was at, and it was actually in Newport itself, although this is technically Newport. Okay, going down Valley Road. We're still 30 miles an hour. Lord. Okay, so with solar panels running through. I do see that quite a lot on this island, houses with solar panels, because it's supposed to be really sunny here. I am waiting to see. I think someone's stolen the sunshine, took it somewhere else, bastards. Going down, oh, speed increase, excellent. And actually all the fields on my left hand side is where the festival was, so you can imagine what this was like over that weekend. It was horrendous for us islanders, I can tell you. I mean, 50,000 people turn up. I think it increased the population of this island by something like 50% or something. I'm not sure of those figures. Pass that cyclist and try not to hit the cars coming towards me. Excellent. In fact, I've just passed the entrance where all the buses went down. They still haven't got rid of the sign. It's a shame because it's all high hedges and stuff and you can't really see that much. Anyway, the road has changed now to be called the race course. I believe there used to be a race course here, obviously. And so this is called the race course, although you can't actually race down it, which is a shame, because I'd love to. Doing exactly 40 miles an hour, how is that, eh? Not even breaking speed limit, babe. Can't believe that. Ooh, here we go, 50. Go a bit quicker now. Whee! It is a bit of a grey day. It looks a bit dull on my screen. I just looked at it. I hope it isn't that dull when I play it back. So I'm trying to conserve some fuel. But since I'm not that worried about it, I'd like to have a little bit for Saturday. Ooh, tomorrow is the torch, and I'm hoping that I'll be awake and around for that and be able to see it go past. As long as I don't forget. I always seem to do that. Plan for something, then guess I've done it. Right, going to the town that's next to mine, which is Whippingham, which is really nice. and I'm just going to speed up around here because I do like taking this corner. Now we have a 60 limit, and this is where I was crossing that bloody rover yesterday. Down the rover, man, 45 miles an hour, man. Yeah, really. That's more like at least I'm doing 50 today. That's definitely more acceptable on a 60 limit road. On the left and right of me are basically hedges and fields and a farmhouse coming up. And yes, if you heard that, that was me yawning. Oh man, I didn't actually fall asleep until what, half one, somewhere, I don't know why. Oh yeah, Jamie coming when he plays game, 1 o'clock and half 12, whatever it was. Going turns the TV on, plays game. What the fuck? Anyway. Oh, house there for sale. Can't afford it, but nice anyway. I mean, 2 beds, it's quite small. On the left there's a road that goes down to a nice pub called the Folly Inn. Not actually been in the pub, but been down to it to have a look. And it sits on the River Medina, it really is quite nice. St Mildred's Church. Now, in the photos that I showed you of that church, I also called it St Mary's, and it's not, it's actually St Mildred's. I now just noticed that, and I've just passed the school, Wickham School, which is a junior infant place, infant junior, whichever way around you like. I'm actually quite enjoying this, to be truthful. On the left coming up, as I go around to it, is the Isle of Wight Technological Centre. I think that's what it's called. And I've recently just widened this road and made a new entrance to it. Quite nice indeed. And on the right I'm just going past Burton Manor. It is also quite nice. Private estate. Looks like a vineyard as you look down at it. I'm going up to the island now, and although the arrow on the middle of the road says straight on, it's actually a right turn. On the left I've got Saunders Way. So, right, I'm on the Whippingham Road. Ah, I remember what this road's name's called, didn't it? There we go. Whippingham Road. And on the left I've got sports fields and so on, and there's also a school at the end of that, which you've seen me drive past going down Beatrice Avenue. When I go past the church and I go right then a left and let cars past and all that kind of business. Anyway, now we're into East Close and just past Crossways House, which is a little B&B, and that's Born House is 100 yards on the right, which it is. Right, going to a private road now. And I got a nice B&B here. Well, I don't know if it's nice enough, but I like the name of it. It's called the Dog House. I just love that, man. Where are you, love? Oh, you're in the dog house? Yeah, tell me about it. Right, now turn right into my own little cul-de-sac thing, which is still called Crossway Road. And you gotta be careful down here, because sometimes it is sometimes a car right up here out of nowhere. Haha. Not appearing in another way. And that is our little tour for today, my darling. And I will see you later. And as promised, before I go, I will get out the car and we'll see you.